before we get into this. By the time you guys are watching this, will be like a month from now. But, never mind. Let's start over. I fucked that up. Yo, we're starting from 1. All right. What's up, guys? It's your boy Hater here at the Ugly Juggalos podcast studio, and we are here to bring to you another exciting edition of Boof's Corner with our boy Boofio Crank.
What up, y'all? It's good to be back.
Good to be here.
Here we go again.
Episode 2.
Episode 2. It's going to be another amazing edition.
Another amazing edition.
It's going to be better. I can guarantee you that this is going to be better.
I don't know what the first one's like. The first one's premiering right now.
As we speak. So that first episode was really off the cuff. Pretty off the fly. We didn't really think too much about it. Just we want to do one, we're doing one. So with this, we maybe did a little bit more thought.
I didn't prepare at all.
Maybe a little bit more thought.
This is his bus. He's driving it. I'm just fucking going for the ride.
It's important, I think, now. I mean, with everybody watching, the thousands of people watching, and they saw the episode.
Thousands of people watching.
Thousands of people watching.
And I would like to thank each and every one of you for watching.
Every single one of you. It's important to know then that Boofio, who is Boofio? And I want to make sure that the world is able to know who that is, who your special guest was, and who we're going to be seeing more. So I guess the question comes down to, who the fuck is Boofio Crank?
Who is Boofio Crank?
Who the fuck is Boofio Crank? And it's an interesting story on where he came from, but where he is now, what he's doing, and what we're going to be seeing coming more with Boofio. But there's an interesting part of Boofio and the origin of Boofio that I think I want to address and we can bring up, and it's a good time to introduce. And one thing that I think a lot of people don't really know, or so maybe not all the viewers can make the connections with, is that Hater, this isn't really his first time being on camera. There's been another time where Hater's been on camera, and it made an influence. In fact, it got so far.
I don't know about an influence, but
a major influence. It got so far as to get on Ridiculousness. And I remember you and I had gotten letters in the mail from MTV, pretty much saying, we want those videos, and we're going to...
We want to play this on Ridiculousness, but you have to sign over all your rights to this video. Because legally they cannot pay people for videos. So I guess the way around that is just sign over ownership. Because if they were to pay you, for whatever reason, this is the way it was explained to me by them, because it was all in the fucking email.
Right.
If they were to pay you for the video clip, then you could then in turn sue them, because even though the clip that they bought from you had already happened, you could somehow say that they paid you to do something stupid on video and you got hurt. And I did get hurt. And for those of you that don't know, it was Juggalo Day 2013 Riddle Box show. We were in Detroit, and some really cool guys talked me into it'd be a good idea to brand a Hatchet Man on my back, and I said, okay, let's do it. And it wasn't a good idea, and it probably wouldn't have been as bad if I had gotten branded after the show.
Right.
But I got branded before the show, and then went to the clown show. And was fucking in the pit, and it was sweating. I took my shirt off, and I was crowd surfing. I had a bunch of fucking people's bumping me, and fucking touching it while I was crowd surfing, and then it got germs, and it got fucking very infected, and I let it go for quite a few days before
we gotta try to find a way to get an image of that on the screen.
Usually can make that happen.
Yeah,
and even though we signed over our rights to MTV. Fuck them. We can put the clip in. We'll put the link to the video in the description.
Yeah, because I still have it on another channel, not a Boofio channel or anything related to this. So we got to get that one back up and running. It's a great video. It's definitely a crowd pleaser.
I really would have preferred to be on Tosh, but you take what you can get, you know.
Yeah. So that being said, that happened. But what a lot of people all don't know is that I did it as well. I branded myself as well. There's a caveat, and that's what
kind of.
It's an important.
You
part
got
of
like
the
an
story.
asterisk next to your fucking brand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah,
So-
definitely was not near as mutilated.
You got a foot,
Yeah.
kind of. You got a little more than a foot, I think.
And it was supposed to be held on there for 15 seconds because my area code
How
is
long did this stay?
5 at 3.
Half a second.
3. I was on and off.
And what was the? There was there was some stipulations to you getting branded.
Yeah, and I remember there's a picture that can go along with this as well.
I don't know if we can put that up on YouTube, but
Can maybe censor it. But there's a lady there,
Lady of the Night.
lady of the night there, who was just flopping her tits around. I guess that was how that scenario went. They came out, and there's
Oh.
we'll see if we can find the picture.
We have the picture. I definitely have the picture. It was just sent to me recently.
Okay.
Somebody posted on Instagram. I don't know if it got pulled down yet or not.
Okay.
But yeah. So what happened?
The picture is me holding her tits.
You and there's a couple other people holding this in the fucking picture too. So yeah.
So, and we saw her again.
The
a cou-
following year.
Yeah.
And she was not very nice.
No, she was real quick and short with us. She's like, "Hey, remember me from the picture?" And it
Fuck off.
Yeah, it was not cool. It wasn't.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Wasn't feeling.
I
it.
don't think she remembered us though either.
Maybe not. It was a sketchy time for sure. So that event happened. So, but like I said, so a lot of people don't know that I got branded as well, and I've taken a lot of flack because I have gotten tattoos
You got it covered up.
that are covered up.
Covered
And
up.
so I've been accused of just to get it covered up. I got-
Disrespecting it, dude. You're no longer a brand bro. I got branded, and everybody knows Rocco. Rocco
Right.
got branded, and me and Rocco are the brand bros. And Bubsy was a brand bro with us, but not anymore.
So I got
He's
it.
fucking out.
I got a tattoo. My idea, and he's going to ask me how far along into that have you got. My idea was to get my leg covered, get a sleeve on my leg, and I had that idea, and I've had the tattoos before I got the brand. Little tattoos, nonetheless, but I had tattoos. I don't even remember what they were. But I did then get a tattoo. It was a Primus tattoo, and it did go over. It did go over.
Is that what's covering it? I thought it was your fucking Coca-Cola or whatever.
Nope, that's on the back.
Mm.
This is it's covered up there by Primus. So, needless to say,
Cool tattoo, but still.
I understand.
Mine's on my back, and
Yeah.
I don't have any tattoos on my back.
Right.
But if I were, like, my back's probably gonna get filled up at some point in my life. Tattoo around it. It's like your nipples. You could tattoo over your nipples, but you shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. I tattooed over it.
I know. I'm aware.
Yeah. So now the world's aware. I'm doing a confession here. I did that.
But how does this? How does this connect?
I know. It's,
You're gonna-
so I'm pretty. It's pretty. How are we pulling these two together?
Right.
So, the event happened. I got the tattoo to get it covered up, and since years after that, I was not in a brand bro. I was taking shit.
No.
I was getting
A lot of shit.
I was getting a lot.
Rightfully so.
Getting a lot of slack, and it's like, you did that, but then you got it covered up, so it didn't. It's like it didn't.
What's the
even-
point, dude?
Exactly.
Cool story. Now you don't even, now when people aren't see it, people can't even see it to go, hey, what happened there?
So then we're moving down the road, and we get to Hallowicked. What I don't even know.
No, it wasn't Hollow, or was it?
It was Hallowicked.
Okay.
I don't remember what year. It had to be a couple years later, 15 maybe.
I don't know. I was there 13, 14, 15. I don't think I missed a Hollowicked from 13 until, I don't know. Whatever the first year they were at the fucking warehouse was, where they
I
didn't
don't-
come out till like 1 a.m. Wasn't there.
A couple years after 13, we were all fucked up. It was after the show, and just still getting shit from certain individuals about not having the brand.
Hmm.
So I felt like, I don't know exactly how I connected the two dots, but I was like, you know what? I got to make another sacrifice then.
You know, this wasn't Hollowicked.
You sure?
Ringmaster show.
Okay.
I remember specifically.
The ringmaster.
The ringaster. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I totally. Okay. So,
So it was a Juggalo Day Ringmaster show.
Juggalo. Ringmaster.
Another Juggalo Day.
And yeah. So it's another Juggalo Day, and I feeling shitty about having done the removal of the brand, and I felt like I needed to make another sacrifice, and for some reason I weighed out.
I don't feel like this one was a sacrifice as much.
I know. Well, and in my mind I was like, fine, I'll let this happen. And there was this. I said, you know what? Fine. I'll just. Anybody have any Coke? Anybody have in a hotel? Is where we're at. The setting is a hotel.
To stay in.
And I just yelled, anybody have any cocaine? I'll boof the Coke. I'll boof the coke, and
I remember it happened. I feel like you said it. You know, we were all fucking around. Clearly, it's fucking Juggalo Day. We're at the stay-in after the fucking clowns.
Sure.
Fucking around. You kind of said it jokingly. You know, I'll boost some coke right now.
that does seem like how it went.
And then
I think
it
it's
just so happened the stars aligned.
yeah.
Because somebody that I don't remember exactly who it was.
I do.
I do remember who it was. It was somebody who we were very good friends with, but it's not part of the Scrubs crew, but they were in town for the clown show. And he just so happened to be hanging out with us, and he said, well, I have some cocaine. And we didn't know this.
Yeah.
He said, I have some cocaine. Really? Well, now we just need somebody to fucking stick their finger in his ass.
Yep.
And some random fucking juggalette walking by was like, I'll do it. Never met this person. Don't know
no
them.
clue who
Don't
this
know who
was.
this person is to this day. We just the first
Shout
time
out
me.
to her.
Shouts out to that chick. And yeah, so I think he was taken aback because he didn't think it was really going to happen. And we're all like, this is going to happen.
Yeah.
And
So the
we're going to film it.
Yeah, so that's where the sacrifice came in. It's like I'm going through with this. I said I'm doing it. I got to do it. So there's no way on earth I think that YouTube would ever let us put that footage out.
We can probably edit around it.
Try to make a fun montage of the event.
Yeah.
But so that happened, and from that event, at that time, my hair was a lot shorter than it was now, and I think it was
Was it? You didn't have dreads then?
no.
You
because
sure?
Maybe I did it. We'll have to check the footage, but not long after. But that same night.
I'm almost positive you had dreads. We'll check the footage.
Okay.
You're not very good at recollecting shit.
No, well, I know then that the next part that I want to bring up is someone said I looked like Rufio from Captain Hook or from Hook, and that's so.
No, you definitely had your dreads. You had your long hair for sure. Because I remember it was Rufio, and then people were calling you Fabio, and then it turned into Boofio.
There we go. I knew. All right.
AKA the
Ring Aster is what
the
it was.
Ring Aster. So
Yes, that is where that came from, and that was the birth of the character.
little did we know.
Of the character, yeah. Little did you know.
This
And
character took a little bit of time to develop.
it took a lot, and that's what's important.
Still in development.
That's what I wanted to bring up now. From its bizarre creation, inappropriate creation.
It's crazy how you link those two together. How you went from I covered up my brand to now I have to let a stranger put drugs in my ass.
I had to do my reparations. I had to take my lashings for.
Well, it was fucking entertaining.
I'm glad it was, and it did make a stain. There's a video of it, so I don't know if it's on. I don't even know if it's on the internet.
I don't think it is on the internet.
Well,
It's going to be on the internet. Maybe that should change.
Maybe that'll be cool. So then that transpired them into owning it. I'm Boof, Boofio Crank. Crank just came because I thought it would be a kind of just like the most offensive addition to make even a more grotesque creation.
Right, because you don't use crank. You don't smoke meth.
No,
Right?
no, not on the reg. That's not. No. So then, what is Boof gonna do? So, the idea came out that he has to start doing music, and that's been a big.
Well, you had already, you play the ukulele, which is a silly instrument for anybody to fucking play.
It is.
But you're pretty good at it.
Yeah. So I want to make Boof a household name.
I don't know if you're ever going to do that.
I want to make Boof a household.
But you'll make Boof a household name as soon as Ugly Juggalo's podcast is a household name. But,
yeah, I'm fair with that.
dreamers can dream, baby.
I'm right there with you. And that's what I want to do now. So the ukulele. So Boof, the character, we know where he came from. Where he's going now, part of it is going to be with music.
Well, now you're going to have to write a little fucking ditty because we can't talk about you and your ukulele skills and not give them a little fucking taste.
Absolutely. And coming soon that's going to be something that I'm going to address here is new music. We're going to have audio and the world, who knows?
You're going to do music videos? We can do music videos. We're going to
definitely
have the
music.
capabilities soon. We are working. We're trying to make some moves here at Ugly Juggalo's podcast studio, UJP Studios, to start being able to bring you guys some more different content. We're trying to keep it fresh, keep it live, keep you guys guessing.
For sure, for sure. And I think part of Boof's Corner is going to be evolving what this is now. I have a lot of ideas for what I'd like Boof to do, and it's awesome though now seeing you and the rest of the guys take action and actually do it.
Right, because me and you were talking about, we talked about doing a podcast long before the Boofio thing was even a thing.
Got
And
a lot of ideas.
why don't we even bought a microphone.
That's another story to get into sometime. The snowball, R.I.P. But there's a lot, definitely.
There's a lot to go. There's a lot of.
What I'd like to see though is more music brought by Boof to entertain.
I would love to see more music brought by Boof. I mean, I've been asking you to write a little ditty for the podcast for the Ugly Juggalos podcast. I haven't gotten anything. You're fucking.
A part of it, I say it and I play the music, but I don't take the initiative to get it recorded, and it's not that much more.
It's not.
And you guys are doing it.
You're a lazy bitch.
I know. It's the now.
You could even record it here, probably.
I was gonna say
you can because these are people do use these to record. There is
pull it down,
right?
Do a little ditty.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's definitely capable, but I think seeing you guys do it has helped Boof push himself further to become more of someone that's actually doing it.
Right.
So I think that it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Boof is moving along in the right direction.
I hope it keeps. And we're going to be dropping some. We should be dropping some Boof merch soon, and we will also be maybe making some T-shirts for this show, Boof's Corner.
Yeah. The world is, who knows?
It'll be available on the Ugly Juggalos podcast store at I don't remember what storefrontier.com.
We got to get some good art for that.
Check it out.
We'll have to get some good art for that. Really make something fresh for that.
Yeah. For sure. I know I already shot a couple ideas at you, but those are good ideas, but we have to if we were to come out with those ideas, people wouldn't get it because those are inside jokes between us.
Yeah. Yeah. We have
to let the world in on these jokes before we can start,
That's true.
People aren't going to want to buy those shirts because they're not going to understand what the fuck it means.
That's true. More to come. And that's what this is about, cranking out those stories.
Cranking out the stories, some funny stories with some funny people. So,
part of one idea I had that's real PA related, shout out to Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, baby.
And really close to Chester County, not Delaware County.
Not so cool up there, but it's still PA, baby.
But it's still PA, some of the PA's finest folk to ever have walked the planet. I don't believe they've gotten enough recognition, or it hasn't continued to get enough recognition. They haven't continued to get enough recognition. And I think it's going to be an important role for Boof, especially in his early career.
We've talked about this, and I don't play an instrument. I don't do anything. I'm not musically inclined. I've tried. I probably could, but I don't have the patience. Just like you're looking at the owner of a lifetime membership of Rosetta Stone. That's 200 bills, player, and I speak English, man. So I can't, I don't follow through with anything.
Well, this is
except for this.
We're starting to follow through.
But
and with this idea, I think we're going to follow through. I have learned the chords. And I know the songs by the back of my head.
And there are a couple of our other friends
that are very involved.
Who are very interested in this. Who
yes,
also don't play any instruments or anything. So, but we can make it happen.
We can make it happen. And Boof is going to be creating, rolling out here soon. We're going to be getting a Bloodhound Gang cover band.
Jimmy Pop, where you at?
Where are you at, Jimmy Pop? And in fact, we do have a friend, Barbie, who had made a sighting of him at a concert.
Allegedly.
I'm pretty sure it was.
You're right. I fucking. She wouldn't make that up.
I mean, he's around. He's alive. I don't know if Jared Hasselhoff, evil Jared Hasselhoff, is even in the States.
I think he's staying in Germany.
Yeah, he's out there. Yep, in Germany.
He likes it out there.
Yeah, well,
he's getting paid out there too, from what I understand. He's got all types of sponsorships and shit. He's still fucking.
What does he do?
I think he just parties. I think he gets paid to party. I think he's like a spokesperson for some liquor company, booze. I'm pretty sure that's the last I heard.
So just a party guy out there.
Pretty much, like Mike Busey, kind of.
That's what I was gonna say, like a Busey type of character. Yeah. Well, that fucking sucks because I'd like to see a.
And I don't think he has any interest in coming back.
Doesn't look like it. He got all political, and
I'm not sure. What do you mean? They did or he did?
Jared did.
Yeah.
He didn't like whoever was in presidency. I think he didn't like Bush, and he said, I'm out.
Well, remember, yeah, okay. Well, remember when they got in fucking in big trouble? Where were they at? They were in some Argentina or something, and they fucking he burnt the state flag. He was burning the. It's like the equivalent of burning an American flag, which people do all the time. Yeah. But
he's not
in that country. It was a big no-no, and they had to get them the fuck out of there right after that. Like once they got off stage, it was like a big thing, and I think they fell apart shortly after that.
It's a shame.
It is a shame because they were fucking.
They're one of the best.
If you don't fuck with the Bloodhound Gang, or you ain't never fucking heard of the Bloodhound Gang, maybe you're younger, dude, check out the boys. The boys fucking
have to check
ripped.
them out. They're a lot of fun. Their live sets involve them at times pissing on each other,
which I'm not okay with, but I'm cool. It's fun to watch. Other people do it.
Yeah,
you know?
They're just funny as fuck. They're like, in the realm of the Jackass guys. They're friends with the Jackass
Right, they were friends with those guys. They're all the same, like the same class,
Yeah, same world. So I think having a resurgence of their music, maybe a different take. Obviously, as you said, the ukulele's really cool,
pretty
different,
fucking
unique
soft, dude.
Instrument. So
pretty soft.
When I hook it up with the amp, man.
You're right. You do got that really cool amp that does all that weird shit with it.
So we're gonna be shredding
pretty fresh.
an electronic version of it. So that's another thing.
So I'll be a part of that somehow. I don't play an instrument, and I'm not gonna fucking learn one. But who knows, dude? Maybe I'll do fucking backup vocals or something.
It brings us
because I can't sing, but neither can Jimmy Pops. Who gives a fuck?
He has a good voice. It brings us to the next.
I guess he's an okay voice. He's a better voice than me. We'll put it that way.
That he does. He does.
Okay.
That brings us to my next point. Before Boofio, there was another curation that had never come into fruition. I don't think I said that right.
Sounds good to me.
Didn't come into reality. But it's one of the reasons I picked up the ukulele was because you and I and another individual.
Right. Okay.
Had plans to create.
Well, it's not plans. It's a thing. It happened. Mm-hmm. It happened. It's still a thing. It's still happening.
It needs to continue.
I'm the longest running member. Some people have come and gone.
And we've even lost material.
We've lost all our material.
There's no material that we can
all of the material that we've ever fucking had is gone.
Yeah, it needs.
But we can make more.
We can make
it's
more.
It's okay. We can make more.
We do need to get that back.
It's all right.
And what is it? Can you give a little more info to the world about what it is?
It's a band. It's a band. It started off as a band. It turned into an art project called VP. VP, baby.
Yeah, VP.
And it's not for vice president.
No, it's not. It's a lot cooler than that.
Vaginal punishment. That's us.
VP,
baby.
Doing fantastic. Like we had great covers.
Great covers. Played a couple live shows. No footage.
No footage.
It's gone. We had footage. We had footage. We had recordings. We had all types of shit, dude. And freak accident. It's gone.
To blame the other member of the band.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
You have to possibly blame them. But there's one thing, a part of that that's cool that hasn't happened that's still gonna happen, and it's just something that I'll say that I don't know if it's again an inside joke, but trying to help bring the world on the inside jokes. If anybody doesn't know who Peter Popoff is, they should go check.
Peter Popoff, dude.
Shout out to Peter Popoff.
Member of the TMF gang, baby.
Definitely the TMF gang.
Too much fun.
Peter Popoff, neat guy, check him out. But part of the VP idea was to get his face in his suit with his hands up.
This is still a thing. It's an idea, but it's going to happen.
It needs to happen, right. Him tattooed onto our kneecaps. With black eyes. Pentagrams.
Peter Pop.
So just visualize that, and I hope the viewers will take a second to, if they have to do this, please do pause the video.
Look up Peter Popoff.
Yep, check him out.
And do yourself a favor. Call him.
Because
he's going to send you some gifts.
Tons of gifts. That's some
tons of fucking cool gifts he's going to send you. And then all you have to do in return to keep on getting gifts from him, like he's going to send you a dozen gifts without anything in return. But if you want to keep getting the gifts, you have to send something back to him.
A little something.
He asks for pretty large denominations of money, but fill the envelope with pennies, dude. Pennies for Popoff.
Pennies for Popoff.
Paid postage. You don't got to fucking pay for this shit. Pennies for Popoff, dude. And as long as you send him some fucking
pennies.
I mean, if you want to call him ducats, send him something, dude. He'll keep the fucking
coins.
keep the gifts coming, dude. As long as that's at fucking legal U.S. fucking tender, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everybody check out Peter Popoff.
Peter Popoff.
Pause the video, check out Peter Popoff, send the donations when you get it to him, send him the pennies.
He's legit, 100%.
Yeah.
He's making big moves. He's doing real things for this world.
He is a powerful entity in the universe.
I don't know. Like I said, it is, what's today's date?
8/22.
It's the August 22nd right now when we're recording this. So a lot of things can change between now and the time this comes out. But I have a pretty good feeling the Corona's still going to be going on. And the only reason the Corona's happening is because Peter Popoff's letting it happen.
Ooh, that's a fact for that one.
Yeah.
That's how this guy rolls.
He can end it right now, but
he's involved. So check out Popoff. If you took nothing away from this podcast so far, you learned a new name, and you got to check this guy out. But his face is going to be tattooed on all, or his face and hands are going to be tattooed on the kneecaps of all of the VP members. That's a fact. You heard it here. 8/22/2020. You'll be seeing that soon.
UJP Studios, Peter Popoff.
That brings me to my next question. Plot twist. What's new with you with music that you're listening to?
Music that I'm listening to?
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking nothing. Nah.
Can I guess? Can I guess what you're listening to?
You can guess.
I'll guess what you're listening to.
Guess.
You're listening to Germ.
Yeah.
You're keeping it with the classics still. I feel like you're still in your Suicide Boys mode. Kind of feeling a little bit sad about the event at the gathering where it kind of
You could say that.
didn't go the way you wanted it to.
You know what, man?
You know.
So it's the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, you could say that.
What else are you listening to? I'm sure you got the clowns on, like periodically.
Periodically, yeah.
I bet you're the type of juggalo who would never admit this, and you're gonna say no, but you got like Mirror Mirror on some.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's on the playlist that I've been banging
Yeah.
recently. Because don't get me wrong, dude. Fuck Twisted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you see they started a podcast?
With Blaze.
Blaze, Mikey D sent it to me.
I saw that.
It was Blaze.
something.
They zoomed. It was all Zoom. It was
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
terrible
yeah,
quality.
yeah.
I didn't watch any of it. I just
it.
saw the fucking screen grab from it. Mikey D said he watched fucking 4.5 minutes of it, and it was it.
Yeah, I would.
But
I'd
so, you know, we're clearly influencing Magic Ninja. You know, we have way better production quality. So watch our
Absolutely.
shit, buy our shirts. But no, fuck Twisted.
I know.
But there's no denying that Twisted's old shit was really good shit.
When did you start to feel like the music wasn't where it?
And as soon as after they left the label, after Abominations, and it had nothing to do with them leaving the label at all.
Just the
I was
production. It was the sound.
I was open-minded.
Yeah.
I was like, because we all knew back in the day they were going to leave Psychopathic anyway. It was a
Right.
fucking
Black Magic.
Black Magic.
Because I think that's what it was.
Yeah, record, and then like Tom Dubb fucked him or something.
Okay.
I don't know. I forget the whole story. But so we all knew it was gonna fucking happen. So I wasn't even mad about that, you know.
Yeah.
But the quality of music had gone down
Yeah.
after they left the label, and it was the fucking the whole Otis thing that really made me like fuck Magic Ninja. I mean, the fact they were just fucking hating on the fucking clowns. It could be speculated that Abominations I forget the track, but there's a lot of disses at the clowns on that record, But I mean, after that, that's when I started fucking with them. But I also didn't fuck with Twisted until Independence Day came out.
Really?
Like, yeah, I didn't fuck with Twisted at all, and I
Really?
didn't even really fuck with them. It took a while for me to fuck with Twisted. Yeah, I went to my first clown show in I think 06, and Twisted opened for him. I think Boondocks opened for him, X-Clan, but I didn't go to my first Twisted show. I want to say 2000. It was either 2009 or 2010. I really didn't fuck with Twisted, dude.
I didn't start seeing him live till probably around that time.
Yeah,
but
I
I was
didn't-
listening to him all through.
I wasn't.
Through.
I can't even tell you the first. I
School.
don't even remember the first Twisted album that I owned.
Mine was Mirror Mirror.
I couldn't even tell you, dude.
Mine was
Probably
Mirror
Freak
Mirror.
Show.
I think
but-
I bought like Mirror Mirror, and this could be a stretch, but I would guarantee they're like in a close time and like COC at the same time. Like I was like they're my introduction to the clowns and Twisted were were very intertwined. A lot of it had to do with the music videos, because I'd see them in
Yeah,
music.
yeah,
I
but
knew that
still,
they
even
fucked
then,
with
I
each
was like,
other.
I don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with them.
Yeah, when I saw them together, it clicked with me that like these guys are cool. Like they're into what I'm into. The music's gonna sound. So
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
But nowadays I'm not. I'll admit I'm not even as hip to listening to their current stuff. I'll do snippets.
I won't listen to any of their current stuff.
And it's not what
Like
I'm.
Jess,
not what
fucking-
I'm looking
Jess
for.
was banging the darkness when that shit came out, which was years ago, and I've never listened
can't
to
tell
that.
you
I've
I've
never
Banged the
listened to that
Darkness.
album, the whole album.
I think I've listened to it, but I don't remember.
I won't listen to your fucking new shit, dude. I've heard bits and pieces of it. It's fucking terrible. And then, did you see that fucking band that they just signed? The fuck are they called?
Miss me with that one. I don't give a fuck about
Bad,
them.
bro.
That's like
It's fucking bad.
Vans Warp Tour shit type of guys.
Yeah, like they wouldn't even make it to the Warp Tour. They're that bad, you know.
Warp Tour,
Leave
baby.
them players at home. But yeah, dude. You know, Suicide Boys, Germ, Ramirez, Britney Spears is
Classic.
always fucking coming through on my fucking playlist.
Classic.
Some oldies, you know, you can't go wrong with fucking, you know, like Allman Brothers and the Grateful Dead and fucking all. I have a pretty good rotation going on right now because for a while I have a fucking playlist. It's fucking, we listened to it on the way to the gathering.
Yeah.
We didn't make it through the whole fucking playlist. I
Yeah.
think it's like,
Booyah.
it's up to like, I think the playlist is like up to 14 or 15 hours now, and it's nothing but like Suicide Boys,
FTP.
Pooyah, fucking
All that shit.
Shakewell, Fat Nick, you know, all them. That's all it is. So I banged that. I was banging that for fucking like a year straight.
You were doing that
That's
for a long time.
all I was doing. So I've been fucking, I had to get out of that, and I've been listening. It's a fucking range. Anything from fucking, you know, what was the 3 Non-Blondes or whatever, all the way up to fucking like ICP, back to like Skinner, all the way fucking back over to like, you know, Boys to Men, man. I like to.
That's good. That's healthy. It's
Yeah.
never good when you see a juggalo.
It's one of those playlists where if you're listening to it at work, like people will be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
It's all over the place.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
That's way better than when you see a jug who's just like clown, clown, clown.
I fucking
clown,
hate
clown,
those
clown,
juggalos that are
clown.
like, all I listen to is ICP and
side.
juggalo rappers.
Yeah.
Because, to be real honest with you, other than like ICP, I fucking hate juggalo rappers. Most of them are really fucking bad, dude. Really bad.
You do get to see a lot
Some
of
of them come
different
through.
talent out-
Some of them come
out
through
there.
and are good.
Mhm.
It's very rare that fucking happens, though. Very rare. I mean,
Yeah.
ICP, Twisted. I would put Ouija Mac over Axe Murder Boys. I never fucked with Axe Murder Boys. You know,
I did. I like Axe Murder Boys.
never liked them.
I like
Not like that. I
first
mean, they had
couple.
a couple good songs, but I
Blood
never banged
in
with it.
and Blood out is good. Jay's all over it. And Blood in and Blood out.
Don't
and then
care.
the next one after that, God's Hand Killer. That's a decent album, but after that, I don't go much further. I know those two. I know Teacher likes them a lot. He knows their first In the Woods album or some shit.
Oh, no.
So I know people do.
I have everything that they released on Psychopathic because I used to fucking just buy shit because Psychopathic put it out back in the day, you know. But that just not just because I fucking own it doesn't mean I fucking listen to it. I might listen to shit once and be like, yeah,
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm done with that one now.
Right now, I've been doing. I'll go through.
I didn't ask.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be learning.
All right.
You said I'm driving this
You're
bus.
driving this bus, baby.
What I'm doing is I've been bumping a lot of music with no voices. And somebody asked me the other day, what kind of music do you
Like
listen to?
instrumentals?
It's not, it's
About Z-Rock?
like music that's just, it's, I guess you could say.
Elevator
it's
music?
No, Residence.
Miss me with that
Just
fucking
fucking
bullshit,
machines grinding
dude.
together.
Miss me with that bullshit,
And you
dude.
are missing the mark here so much with this
Dude,
that
I don't think I am.
and Yuji,
I think they missed the mark.
no, they didn't
Yuji-
have. They didn't even
Yuji's
have
a
a mark.
fucking idiot.
Yuji would be behind me. Get him riled up about.
I
this
know.
one.
We went and saw them
together,
together,
we've
all of us. And you know what? It was fun. I'll go see them live again.
And you will.
Miss me with that bullshit.
I-
I love the fucking.
You'll see 'em live.
I love the songs that Primus covers. I love them.
Dude,
If the fucking Residents are doing it, fuck off.
it's something that
I guess I can't really hate on it that much because the Residents is kind of like, and this is, I started VP, Vaginal Punishment, long before I ever knew who the fucking Residents were. And
That's
I guess
true.
you could
true.
equate that to being the same thing because Vaginal punishments, nobody's really good at fucking anything.
Right.
And it's just a lot of noise.
That's true.
And it's more like a art project.
What it developed into, what the residents developed into, though, is something
Dog shit?
that provides the highest level of entertainment. It's so layered and complicated.
I'm going to fucking have to disagree with you on that. You know what provides the highest level of entertainment? Melissa's Snapchat. Shouts out to Melissa, yo. She just reached out to me today.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Glad to see she's back.
I haven't heard from her. I haven't seen her.
It's fucking great. Someone sent her a clip of us talking about her on the podcast, and then she reached out to me on Snapchat and was like, yo, are you one of the podcast guys? Yeah.
Maybe she works for eFucked or something.
Dude, that would be so cool. Yo, I was just fucking on eFuck. I'm gonna buy one of the eFuck shirts.
We got it.
Have you ever gone to the eFuck store?
All I remember, like a gray shirt that with the eFuck and a guy's.
Dude, the amount of merch that they have is weird, and a lot of it has nothing to do with eFuck.
Is it a guy's face? Is one of them?
Yeah, and then there's one that says it's pretty funny because it has something to do with Tourette syndrome. And for those of you that don't know, I have Tourette syndrome.
There you go.
I have a very mild case, but I do have it, and I thought that was. I forget what exactly it says, but yeah, I just want the straight up. They have like the straight up eFuck shirt, and then they have another one. It's the straight up eFuck shirt, but it's like blurred.
Melissa, do you work at eFuck?
Do you work at eFuck?
That's the next thing.
And if you do,
send us shirts.
Yeah, we need some fucking merch.
Yeah, I think Melissa. If we're talking about residents content, Melissa and her content, what her curations are.
It's fucking. She's a class act.
So it's Melissa. For those of you who don't know, MELISSA.
I don't know if that's her username on Snapchat though. She probably has a different username. I don't know. I don't have my phone right now.
We'll try to get that on the screen somehow soon.
I don't know if she wants to be plugged out there like that though.
You don't think?
I don't know.
Look, we'll get her confirmation.
We'll ask.
Her
We'll ask.
if she wants to be put out there. 'Cause she's just great content.
Great content.
Snapchat all day.
See, the problem with that kind of content is though, if you get like one hater on there, they'll report your shit. You know,
it's neat stuff.
It's not cool.
It's neat
like
stuff.
I just found out she's on Instagram, and I just fucking followed her Instagram. I think she accepted me. I don't know, but yeah.
That made me just think of something that you said to me earlier that was fake, that I think the world doesn't know is fake.
A lot of people probably do know. If I know, there's probably a good amount of people out there that know, because I'm a fucking idiot.
I didn't know. And I have my ear to the ground.
BME Pain Olympics video is fake. It's fake.
That is jaw-dropping.
The guy because you know what BME is?
No.
It was I didn't know this either. It was a website back in the day for body modifications. Stands like Body Modification Summit. It was the first website of its kind, right? It was groundbreaking. It was kind of like the Rotten of body modifications.
Okay.
They were banned in Germany because they wanted them to, edit some of the content they were putting out. They weren't doing it. Yeah, they like shirts and shit. Were like, fuck Germany. But so they would have like get-together. It got so big that they would have get-togethers.
Right.
For it was like a forum and shit. And the people who were fans of the website could go to like the barbecues or whatever, and they would have this thing, and they called it the BME Pain Olympics. And what it actually was people were like, be doing suspension, but they would like, have weights on them and shit, and they would be doing dumb shit like that. People like just randomly putting needles through your skin, things of that nature. They would do things like Adult Swim. They would do things every year for April Fools. That was one of their April Fools things one year. And the guy who ran BME came out and said that anybody who took that as real is a fucking idiot.
I'm an idiot.
Right. Most people thought it was fucking real. But when you look at that compared to real videos, there is not anywhere near as much blood.
That's not fair for him to say, because how many of us get to see?
This is very true. This is very true.
We don't get to see real penis mutilation all the time, so we're comparing.
And I prefer not to.
We're comparing it to.
But yeah, it was fake.
I am blown away. It's settling to know that people weren't doing that.
But you also have to think of it. The quality of videos that people were putting on the internet back then weren't what they are today.
It is grainy now that I think about it. Like they could get away with like making a dick look
probably like a fucking hot dog.
Yeah, but just put I could see that.
So, yeah, BME Pain Olympics, not real, yo. That's
mind blowing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a plot twist here. The bus is gonna make a right turn. I think that was a good place for a right turn here. I love video games.
What a fucking fag.
I love video games.
We got a homo over here.
I am an adult who plays video games. Can you tell the viewers what's on the back of the camera, of my camera? Do you even know what that is?
It's a Mario.
Mario, and can you see who else is on the bottom there?
I see Alligator Jesus sticker on
An
there.
Alligator Jesus sticker there with Peach. Princess.
Sorry. Yeah, I guess that's Princess Peach.
I'm a video gamer. I love fucking video games.
I see you brought your Switch.
And I brought it for a big reveal that it's not completely being.
Oh, I thought you were just you were just bored when you hang out with me.
No. I mean, that could happen, but not right now. I have a big reveal that it's one of those things where I'm saying it, so that makes it real. Before I said this, it's like I could just be talking shit.
That's not necessarily true because you're saying it and we're putting it out to the world.
Accountability.
It's going to make you look like a real fucking piece of shit if you don't do it.
Right. It creates accountability now, just like with the music, which I like. I think it's testing me to, like, all right, put your money where your mouth is. You can actually fucking do this or not. I would like to challenge.
And we're just doing this shit for fun. I don't plan on making a living out of any of this.
It's true. I'm going to be a very aggressive comment. I challenge all you motherfuckers out there that once I get this fucking thing up and running, I want to challenge for Super Smash Brothers and Tetris. I'm a very competitive player at those games, two very different games.
I couldn't tell you how to play either one of those.
And what I'm going to do is, I don't have it set up yet, everybody. I want to stream.
You don't know how to use it? You just get it?
No.
It looks pretty new.
I have this.
What is that?
This is a Nintendo Switch.
That's a Switch?
This is a Nintendo Switch.
They're fucking big.
And it's in a.
Talk about a TV screen in your front pocket.
It's in a holder, so it gives you a little.
So
bit
it
more.
does come out of that.
And then it goes into.
How much does that run you?
That's another funny thing. It's really crazy to talk about. I got it from Santa Claus.
Oh, finish what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Santa Claus got it for like $250.
Is that good?
Yeah, because my buddy just bought one for $700. Because
what?
All the parts are made overseas in China. So
$700 for that fucking thing?
Yeah, and didn't even get everything that I got.
But
with like a case.
So it's in a case right now?
Yeah, it's in a case that gives you the ability to get more.
The handheld.
Yeah.
So it doesn't come with that.
No, it was $15.
So your buddy, how much?
$15 for the plastic unit. My buddy paid $700.
With the handles.
Yeah.
Oh, so the red and blue part is part of the Switch, and just the handles. Yeah, that's fucking okay.
This was $15. This is an essential for anybody who plays. Anyway, I'd like to. I'm gonna put my my user tag up, and I'd like to. Anybody friend me?
Flash it on the screen here, I guess.
Yeah.
Usually flash it on the screen.
We'll flash the my username.
Put it in the description too.
And you can friend me. I play Smash Brothers, Mario Kart. Really love Tetris. I think it's one of the most competitive games. Real fast thinking with your brain. I mean, I don't know. It's just amazing. Tetris is fantastic all day.
I don't like any of it.
Yep. And then the other games I play are Doom, a lot of like first-person shooter style Doom, which I know Hater, you're a big fan of. I think you beat the first 2 Dooms on the 95 PC in like 5 hours. You told me or something.
I've never played it. Do you remember when? We used to play Manhunt at my house? Those are the types of games that I like.
That's
Manhunt's a cool one. I got rid of them. I had both. I got rid of them.
They made a sequel to that for the Nintendo Wii that was censored.
Yeah. I remember.
Bullshit.
I didn't play it,
Bullshit.
but I remember hearing about it.
I think overseas in Germany or Japan.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. It's the crazy part. Is like they wanted the fucking censor BME.
But they'll let
the body modifications, but
they'll let
you can fucking
practice murdering someone with piano wire.
Piano wire. Fucking put a garbage bag or a grocery bag over their head and
bash them. I mean, the Manhunt is where
Manhunt's fucking
PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 1 didn't the original one come out on PlayStation? No, it was PlayStation.
PS2.
Yeah.
So my point being, Boofio.
That's the type of shit I like.
That's good, and I know it's good games, but
I play
Tetris
it
is where
never.
it's at. Well, I suggest you get a Wii. I know you have family who have a Wii. A Switch. Now you have family who has a Switch.
I don't know if anybody in my family has a Switch.
I know they do.
Who?
Your brother.
He has a Switch?
And his lady.
He has a Switch.
Yeah. Or at least I could get called out. His lady does.
I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
They brought him over one time.
Because he is what I like to refer to as a G4 M3R. So.
A G4.
G4 M3R.
A gamer.
It's a gamer, baby.
I like that.
Yeah.
He takes it to a different level. He's a gamer.
He's a G4 M3R.
That is what he is. I am a guy who has a Switch in
You
his
just do it in
backpack.
your spare time.
When I'm taking a shit.
Like, see, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a kid. Luckily, I'm having a girl. I don't think girls like video games. Some of them do.
Some do.
The weird ones.
Some really like them.
But like, I don't.
Cool ones.
Like, I'm not. The only that's the one cool. That's the one cool thing I look forward to. My kids will be able to kick my fucking ass in all the video games because I don't know how to play fucking any of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna want me to play video games with them. I don't even believe in fucking. If it was up to me, I wouldn't have a. I don't right now. But when I have kids, I'm gonna have to. But I wouldn't even have a fucking game console in my house. I think they're
Why
fucking.
do you have to?
I think because kids want them. You know,
I mean,
I'm not gonna be that fucking. You can't.
You
have
might
that.
you might get you might get a little Dora type girl, outdoors all day.
I fucking hope so, dude. Because that's the kind of kid I was. You know, I think that they're fucking.
climbing trees
I think
and
that,
shit.
I think that they're unhealthy. I mean, but people do have arguments that they're, you know.
Oh, you mean
they
this?
they do help with your hand-eye coordination. I know that type of shit, and they help. I guess like some games help. You know, think through fucking
Tetris?
problems. I don't believe in it.
I think like
Think
anything.
through your
it's
fucking
just
problems outside.
Well, it's a nice, if anything, being completely upfront. It's a nice escape. It's a healthy escape for a little period of time.
I mean, I have no.
Come
no,
home from work, kick back.
I don't have a
45
dog in
minutes
the
to an
fucking
hour.
fight here because I watch TV when I get home from work. You know, I don't fucking do anything
I think
productive.
I think you are right if you see those little chubby checkers, little kids with
Right.
rubber
Well,
bands,
that's what
right,
it.
just
I
fat
think
little
that's what
things
I'm
that are-
getting at. Is there's a lot of people these days you see that with technology today. Like,
Should
we didn't
look-
have that when we were fucking kids.
Yeah.
And with technology today, parents just don't want to fucking deal with their kids. They fucking throw an iPad in front of their fucking face and say,
It's easy.
"Deal with that." You know.
It's easy. Yeah.
I don't like that because it I don't know.
Maybe
Just-
in that book you're reading, it'll come up with some neat ideas for what
maybe.
else you could be doing.
Maybe.
Is
I don't
that
think
what
that-
is? Is that what that is?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's more of, you know, what to expect while your partner's pregnant. You know, like
I
the-
should
it goes-
maybe read.
you
this
don't
book.
even have to read it front to back. You can skip to she's 6 months pregnant. Skip right to 6 months.
with
And it's
the sister.
the guy,
I'm
yeah,
sure she's-
right, yeah. The guy, not my sister. I didn't get my sister pregnant. He's talking about his sister who's pregnant, and he didn't get his sister
No, I
pregnant.
didn't do that.
So nobody got anyone's sister's pregnant. But yeah, some guy wrote it, and then like, but it's like the second or third edition where like he's had, cause he like other people will read it and then they'll send him their stories, and he's fucking just loading it on because everybody has different experiences.
Cash cow. This guy's new
Yeah.
edition, new
Yeah,
edition,
dude.
new edition.
So nobody, nobody's going through the same fucking. Everyone's going through the same thing, but everyone handles it differently. You know.
hmm Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I think that I see little bits of how life changes with it. You definitely have a totally different. You spend a lot more time
It's
with.
fucking cake, baby. Cake work. No problem.
I definitely see changes, even in the first month. I guess is where we're
Yeah.
at now with her.
I haven't noticed really any super weird changes other than like just getting a big old belly, but
Just doing the
Yeah.
Oompa Loompa
I
thing.
think that's fucking hot.
Yeah.
Pregnant chicks are fucking hot.
BBWs.
Certain
all
pregnant
day.
chicks are fucking hot. Speaking of BB dubs, friend of ours, we'll say someone we know.
I went to the gathering with this person.
OnlyFans, baby. Everyone's got OnlyFans these days.
I mean,
Everyone. Everyone. Dude,
Everyone.
I could have an OnlyFans.
Yeah, you could have.
If people are paying for that shit, I could have a fucking OnlyFans.
Yeah. There's no doubt about it. People are paying people to do anything.
Right.
Feet model.
The feet thing's real big, dude.
That seems like such a
Blake,
so
Blake
easy.
runs this fucking page on Instagram, Wickedly Beautiful Ninjas. It was a fucking joke. I don't even know why it's still fucking a thing, but that's his baby, and fucking he's doing what he does with it. But somehow he got fucking the algorithm. He got hooked into this fucking feet thing with the algorithm, and like on Instagram, it will say like suggested people to follow. Every profile picture was fucking feet.
Really?
All feet. I don't know what the fuck he was doing on there to get, but he sent us a screenshot of it. All feet.
Maybe he was doing a flip-flop dive. He was flip-flopping the clown.
Possible, dude.
Just
Flip flop
trying
the
to
clown.
dig into him and learn about him, and it was just connected him to the feet.
I don't know, man. I don't fuck with feet. I think feet are fucking nasty. Like
I don't like my
I'm
feet
not grossed out by them. Like I'll pop a toe in my mouth
I was
every
gonna say,
now
I'll
and
put
again.
a foot in my mouth.
But
I wouldn't.
yeah, it's not my thing.
I wouldn't ask to do it, but
You
if
know what
she
I'm saying?
says, "Put my foot in your mouth," I'm gonna do it.
Right. You
But
know,
it wouldn't be my go-to.
it's not my thing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't look at feet and get hard.
Yeah.
Maybe some pretty good looking feet.
People like to do the whole experience to the feet.
I just found out Jessica and I have been together going on 8 years. I just found out she has a retarded toe.
Toenail or
Toe. It stopped growing. It's sideways. It stopped growing. It's fucking weird looking, dude. And my feet are fucked. I have no room to judge anyone's feet. My feet are fucked up. I mean, they're not as bad as Shaggy's. You see them fucking claws on that
Yes.
boy?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Mine aren't that bad, but my feet are fucked up.
Yeah.
So I should not be throwing shade
Talking
at
about-
anybody for their fucking
yeah.
feet. But yeah, I just found that out after.
A deformity like that. To
Yeah.
not notice it.
Right.
You'd never.
Now we're
think
having
you
a
would've
kid together. Is
bumped
our kid
feet.
gonna have a fucking retarded toe? What's up?
Maybe you can get it fixed if it's a cleft toe, if that's what they're.
Yeah, but I'm really not worried about it. It's a fucking toe.
Yeah. Well, does it inhibit her walking? Not really. Doesn't inhibit.
Does it though? I don't know. If it was fucking right, would she walk different? I don't know.
I guess that we'll have to ask her sometime to figure out.
I don't know, man.
I want to see this. I'll have to ask her to show me your toe. I've never seen the toe.
You don't have to ask her to show you. She's just walking around barefoot all day. Just fucking.
Take a look at that bad boy.
You'll see it. You'll see it. You'll be like, what the fuck is that?
I don't think I have good feet. Feet are fucking.
I don't think anybody has fucking good feet,
pretty
dude. My
good.
fucking grandma used to say it. My mom used to say it shit all the
You have
time.
good, you have good feet.
She thought, she's like, I should have been a foot model. What are you talking
A
about?
foot model.
Foot model, dude. I have beautiful feet, is what she said.
What a profession. People do it, man. Foot models, hand
Foot
models.
models are thing. Hand models are things. You know,
Remember,
dick models.
remember David Duchovny in Zoolander? He was a hand model,
Yeah.
and he had to shatter his hand on
Yeah. Such a good movie. I've never seen the second one.
I couldn't bring myself to see it. It looked so dumb. I was like,
First, yeah, I guess the second one fucking probably ruined it,
It
huh?
probably- yeah.
They always fucking, they just drag shit through the fucking mud.
all right, the bus is making another turn here. We're making a left turn this time here.
All right.
I have a good buddy of mine, and I'm being 100% when I say this. It's not one of those stories where I'm talking about me, and I say, hey, I got this friend. So I got this friend. It's a good friend of mine. Him and his old lady were drinking. They went to bed, and when he woke up, she had started drinking, and he had not, and she was pissed off about something, and they were arguing. And because of this argument, she gets in the vehicle and decides to go and drive. And he had not drinking yet, was thinking this.
Yet, so you plan on drinking. What is going on here?
Let me tell the story.
Yeah, go ahead.
So he's thinking, oh my God, this fucking bitch is so drunk. I gotta follow her because she's gonna hurt somebody and get in an accident. So he gets.
They married?
They're dating for like a couple months, like a month.
Call the cops on her. Just fucking
I
fuck it, yo.
The way this plays out,
Dude, if this is
the way this
a
plays
couple
out,
months, she's mad, and then she decided to just get in the car, take off. I don't fuck with.
this
drinking and driving.
escalates so to like you can probably see where this is gonna go. So she gets behind the vehicle, gets behind the wheel, drives. He gets behind another vehicle, his vehicle, to follow her. Guess what? She crashes. She drives into like some median or some bullshit.
Fucking so stupid.
This is what he does. He stops and goes. Now, mind you, they had been drinking the night before.
So he probably
so
saw
he's
some
thinking, He's thinking, kind of going through his head. Now, I have not been drinking. He's thinking, but I know how cops are. You know, they're gonna try to make this a thing.
Right.
But she's hurt. It was a bad crash. So he does the thing where he's like, I'm gonna help her. So he stops. He parks his car, gets out, and tries to help her get her to the curb. She's bleeding. She's hurt.
Right.
Cops show up. They immediately get to her, and they separate the two. And long story short, she gets she's obviously really neat.
Right.
I think she blew like a .2 or something. This is a little girl.
Whew.
She was fucking ripped.
That's fucking
He
wasted.
He plays a call. He does this is what he does. They ask him, all right, now it's time for you to get a breath.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Mhm. He says, they say, all right, we want you to do a breathalyzer. And his response is, well, why do I have to do that? That's what he says, something like that. It
It's not a good
It
response.
wasn't a no, but
Right,
it was
but
more,
it's not a good response.
wasn't it?
But
Yeah.
I get where he's coming
He said,
from.
why do I have to do it?
But
So
you're not going to win that fight.
it's a bad fight to be in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they have him do a sobriety test. He fails a sobriety test.
How?
What's that?
How?
They make him do the put your finger, count 80.
How did he fail?
He didn't say exactly how he failed. He made a comment how he's like Christian.
Because unless you're ripped, that's a pretty hard test to fail.
He was
But they
like-
can tell by your eyes.
There's
what they get.
There's another part of it. Yeah, so he has a medical marijuana card.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So he questions the test, then does the test. He says he's on a hill, so it was a little dark. It was on a hill. He didn't, I don't know. That's what he said. So then they say, put your hands behind your back. You're being arrested for a DUI.
Right.
They take him for his DUI, and he's like, well, let me blow. I didn't drink. I can pass a breathalyzer. Let me blow. And the cops won't let him blow. He's like, you had your opportunity, buddy.
Too late.
Now we're going down to the station, and the blood.
You know what? As much as I fucking, I don't really fuck with cops, in that type of situation, dude, cooperation is the best.
Cooperation's
Your
key.
best route, baby. Especially if you know that you're in the right here.
If you're not guilty.
Just fucking cooperate, and they're gonna fucking let you go. Especially if, like, even if you're a little in the wrong, you blow something, right?
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're under the legal limit, I don't think there's ever an excuse for a DUI ever. If you're over the legal limit, you're over the legal limit. But
Yeah.
you got a little bit of weed or something on you, you're fucking cooperative. 9 times out of 10, dude, unless you got a real asshole cop, you're cooperative with them motherfuckers. They're just gonna be like, all right, get the fuck out of here,
Mhm. Well, the way this played out, he got taken down to the station. They took his blood.
Yeah, well, now of course, if you take
They do.
anybody who smokes fucking weed is gonna fail that fucking test.
Anybody who does.
Anybody. Doesn't
So
matter if you smoked a week ago.
The amount of alcohol in his system was 0.01.
He should have just blown.
He should have blown. Now, he got a letter in the mail yesterday.
Mm.
He's getting charged with DUI
Yeah.
for driving under the influence of marijuana.
Mhm.
But he has his medical marijuana card.
I don't give a fuck.
I know. So that's like
Don't give a fuck,
that's
dude.
like Tom Wolfe.
Quit
though.
smoking, loser.
How did Tom Wolfe get us in this situation where it's like it's okay to do, but like
It doesn't matter. It's just like fucking alcohol. Alcohol's okay to do as long as you're not under the. But I thought that they had tests now.
They don't do it by
That were-
limits right now. It's not set by that in Pennsylvania.
Okay, well that's in Pennsylvania. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Yep. Isn't that? I mean, I know.
No, I don't
your
give
stance.
a.
Your stance
I don't give
is
a
let 'em-
fuck
let
because
everybody burn.
I don't fucking smoke weed. I'm not a.
I think it's a
you
double
wanna
standard
fuck.
for PA.
I do think it sucks. I do think it sucks that if that's how they're going to do it, and they're going to do it by your blood,
And then they went so
because
far
you
as-
don't necessarily have to be under the influence at that point in time. Because I got a DUI for smoking weed, but this was when I was 18. There was no medical marijuana card or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it wasn't in my blood because I'd smoked prior. I put the blunt out when the cop turned his fucking lights on behind me.
in the
I was fucking roasted.
Right.
But, whatever. I was then.
It's just a tricky situation where you're being told by the state that you can do it, but in the same.
It's not a
breath-
tricky situation. It's not, really not, because federally,
Right.
it's still illegal. Well, they should tighten up. If you're gonna fucking do that, they should have the like tests where you could tell if the person smoked recently or not.
Mhm.
Because otherwise, just anybody who smokes pot, which is most people these days, I feel like,
Once a month, people.
It's gonna
people who
fail.
Take a hit. Like
yeah.
The average person.
So, yeah, but yeah, man, I don't give a fuck about that guy.
Yeah. TMF.
Sucks.
TMF.
But just like you can't fucking if you can have a medical marijuana card,
Mhm.
but if you go to do anything in the medical field, they're not. It's like no,
There
which
are-
I don't understand, because you can. The doctor can give you a prescription for Xanax, and it's cool.
Yeah.
You can fucking pop Xannies all fucking day, but you can't smoke a little bit of weed.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's just fucking
It's a fucked up situation.
pockets are inside out when it
Mhm.
comes to that type of shit.
I know a lot of our friends are getting their cards now.
Yeah, I'll never get my card. And the
And
reason
I know you probably have another reason, right? Why are you not getting it?
The reason I'll never get my card is because if you have your medical marijuana, if you carry a medical marijuana card, you cannot carry a permit to conceal a firearm.
I can own a shotgun, right?
You can own a shotgun. You can walk around the street with a fucking shotgun if you want. But
But I can't
you
conceal it.
cannot put it, you can't have a dang fucking pant leg. And if you're driving a vehicle, as soon as you get in the vehicle with that,
Has to.
it's considered concealed, so you can't it can't be loaded, it can't be none of that fucking shit.
Has to be in the trunk.
I don't know the fucking exact laws. I know like handguns, you can't be able to reach the clip and the gun at the same time. So pretty much one has to be in the trunk, one has to be in the glove box.
Yeah.
You know,
So there's some pretty strict laws.
Pennsylvania's pretty loose. You go anywhere else around
I
here,
guess
New
I
Jersey,
said
New
that wrong.
Jersey, you fucking get popped in Jersey. Whether you have to, in Jersey, you have to have like proof that you're coming from or going to a fucking range. Whether the gun's taken apart or not, they're fucking getting you.
Yeah, I think I said that wrong. It's difficult with if you have a
Right.
license.
Right, but I don't, you know.
PA, I guess we're kind of the Wild West with guns compared to states
I
like New
mean,
York. Isn't New York
I would,
extremely?
yeah. Well, I know New Jersey, and I think New
Difficult.
Jersey and Maryland are some of the worst. But
Restrictions.
I think New Jersey might be the worst. But yeah, we're pretty lenient.
We love our guns here.
Love our guns here,
Love
and
our guns.
I don't, you know, I'm glad that I can go and get what the fuck ever I want. But I also think that we do need to tighten up on some of the fucking. There should be some more background checks and shit. You shouldn't, you know. I think that they are starting to get a little bit better because I know one of my homies recently was going to buy a gun and it took him like fucking 3 weeks to hear back about his background check. Which I was like, what the fuck you mean
Was
it took you?
that during the COVID?
Yeah, recently. Yeah. I was like, what do you mean it took you 3 weeks? And it was for a fucking shotgun. It was for a long rifle. It wasn't even for a fucking handgun. And I didn't even think they had to run a background check for a fucking long rifle. And I know when I bought my handguns, you go in there and fucking they call a fucking hotline. They run your fucking background and you're good within 15 minutes. So
Maybe it is COVID related.
it could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
He thinks that it's because he's on. He has a theory that it's because he's on an FBI watch list because he's a juggalo. Which anything's possible. So anything's possible.
That's a good one. Fuck the FBI.
Yeah, fuck the FBI.
We're getting to our last stop here. We're running low on gas, so we'll get to our last stop here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun because I think this really worked out well because it's kind of bringing us.
But
full
it's great.
circle.
I mean, because you're one of my favorite people in the world, and I mean, you are literally probably my best friend. And me and you, we could. This is what I'm saying. Like, fuck these other guys. You know, no, I'm just kidding. But me and you should have been doing a podcast a long time ago because whenever we talk, whether it's on the phone or whatever, it's at least we're gonna be on at least an hour.
Definitely.
At least, and we're trying to keep this shit relatively short.
Fine.
That way, it's easy for you guys to fucking swallow, and you don't got people bitching and moaning. It's too long. I don't want to click it. So, and we'll try and cut it up. We'll talk to the master producer Eugene and see if we can cut it up into some clips. So,
But I think that definitely. I know we didn't get to see the first episode, which we're gonna watch. We'll watch here shortly.
you can watch it. I don't watch that shit, dude. I hate listening to myself and I hate watching myself. I think I sound like a fucking idiot. And
I mean, it would be good to see because, in just in a sense,
I
of
do.
how it's
The
evolved
only-
from then to here.
the few episodes that I have watched all the way through, the only reason I do watch them is that Eugene's productions to goes because he keeps me laughing.
Yeah, he does.
He throws some fucking shit in there.
Yeah.
So
Very, very funny, Eugene. Very, very fucking funny. But bringing it full circle, we started this podcast with an introduction story on who the fuck Boofio Crank is, and that birthed.
And I still don't know who the fuck he is. So
birthed out of Hallowicked, at a Hallowicked time. I made that up.
Juggalo Day.
I just found out that it was Juggalo Day, and my whole comment I just was gonna make is wrong. So
both of these fucking events that created Boofio Crank were Juggalo Day.
Juggalo Day. So.
And they were arguably the two best Joker's cards. So I don't know.
Ringmaster.
The Ringaster. Now the reason we do the Ringaster thing, just a quick sidebar. We were at the stay-in when all this happened. Now, some people came to the stay-in, some people stayed at the fucking scrub house. Well, when we came back to the scrub house, we all walked in the door like, yo, you guys aren't going to believe what the fuck happened. And he walks in and goes, the Ringasta. And everyone started fucking dying. And then the video started getting played. It was great.
I think the video got sent around, so some people
Yeah.
had the video. Like, did you just see what the fuck did?
Yeah.
So there's Juggalo Day. My bad. But what I'm actually going to ask right now is, what the fuck is up with Hallowicked 2020. I know we are all, everybody in the Juggalo community is at the edge of their seat waiting.
I already got my airline ticket.
I think I did too, right?
Airline, yeah. Airline tickets are so fucking cheap right now. I don't give a fuck if Halloween. I mean, I am gonna give a fuck if Halloween doesn't happen. But either way, I'm going to Detroit just to fucking hang out.
Going to Detroit, so that's happening, folks.
Hang out. We'll go see. Yeah, go see. Well, we're gonna go hang out with Rachel Paul, kick it for a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
See some homies.
Come to Hallowicked, even if we don't have a show, and
hopefully we have a show. But even if we don't have a show,
it'd be good to get together.
But
hopefully
speaking of not having a show. Wear your fucking masks, people. I don't understand.
I was gonna segue with that. Yeah, it's still
I don't understand. Like, it seems like America's the only fucking country that just don't get it. Just wear your fucking mask. Social distance. You got these people out there like, it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. Yeah, every single country in the world is on board with this one conspiracy. You're fucking get the fuck real, dude. Wear your fucking mask. Let's wrap this shit the fuck up before Halloween. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fucking go see the clowns.
Dude, our residence show. Bringing them back up, was scheduled for March 2020.
Mm-hmm.
It's scheduled for May 2021 now.
Mm-hmm. Did you see Ween? Ween pushed back. It was like the third time. Second time they've rescheduled. The third time they've announced the dates for their Vegas show. Originally, I forget what the fuck it was. It was something originally.
Right.
It was, I think it was March Madness originally. It was like the March Madness show in Vegas. And then they changed it from March Madness to our Oktoberfest show. We got pushed back from March to October. Mm-hmm. And now it's still the Oktoberfest show, but next year. They've moved the show. So they scheduled it for March, moved it to October 2020. And then they moved it to October 2021.
What the fuck?
Dude, COVID is fucking shit up, bro. I just want some live music back, you know what I'm saying? And I'm getting ready to have this fucking kid. I'm trying to see some live fucking music. While I still can. I would love, dude, I would fucking kill for a Primus show right now.
Well, you'd have to, if you got one right now, you know what you'd get.
I would get Rush.
You'd get the Rush show.
I would get Rush.
It would be.
But you think that they're not going to come out and do the little Rush thing and then come out and do a little Primus thing. You know they're going
100%
to.
100% you're going to get that. So you'll get some tasters.
But dude, the last time we got a Primus show was in fucking 2012. Yeah. 2012. See, Primus used to go on tour, bring no opener, and they would play 2 sets. They would play 2 sets of nothing but Primus, and then they started.
Old days.
And then they came out with Chocolate Factory, and the first set was all Chocolate Factory, and then the next set was fucking Primus. And then they started bringing openers, and they only do 1 set.
That's when it really went downhill. That's when it's
like the last one they did. All they played was the Desaturated 7, and then at the end they sprinkled in 4 or 5 Primus songs at the end. I feel like they didn't play 2 sets.
They didn't. I did that 3. I got to hear the Desaturated 7 3 times in a row.
I think I heard it twice. I went to 3 shows. I got 3 posters, but I only saw the show twice. Dude, I got the ticket. I got tickets for the Philly show.
It was a week.
Dirt cheap, dude. I think it was like a Wednesday.
Yeah,
dirt cheap. I think because I got you a ticket too. I think I paid like fucking $10 or $15 for these fucking tickets at Penn's Landing or Festival Pier. But it was a Wednesday, and I'm like, I'm already going to go see them twice this fucking weekend, and I fucking hate weeknight shows. I am the biggest fucking pussy when it comes to fucking going out and then getting up for work in the morning, because work starts at 6 a.m., and I fucking hate it. Because if I go to a show, I can say I'm going to be good all I want, but I'm going to get fucking drunk. I'm going to drink. I'm going to fucking party. So I was like, fuck it. But Primus does these tight-ass fucking, as many bands do. ICP needs to get on this fucking boat.
Unbelievable they don't.
Can't believe it. But they do cool-ass concert posters for each show. Unique concert posters, limited number, signed by the artist, some signed by the band. But so I collect these posters, as I've talked about in previous podcasts. So I pretty much bought a ticket, met up with him, drove to Penn's Landing Summer Stage. He drove. I hopped out, waited in line, went in, bought 2 posters, one for me, one for him, and then rolled out and went the fuck home. And then since he didn't burn his ticket yet by going in, he still had his, and him and our friend teacher went and saw the show that night. And then we saw him 2 more times over the weekend.
That night.
And Clutch is terrible.
Fucking Clutch. Any of you Clutch fans out there?
Fuck off.
I'll say this one thing, and it's like, some of their like if the lead singer got hit by a car and could like he was out of the picture, they'd be like they'd have a chance. They'd have a chance
Clutch,
to become a good.
and then the
become a
time before that, we saw them, Mastodon open for them. Terrible openers. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But let's wrap this fucking thing up.
Holy shit! How long we gone?
I have no idea.
All right, so
I'm getting the fucking.
we're getting the thing.
I'm getting the wave.
Jesus. All right. Well, the bus is slowing down for our last turn here for Boof's Corner. I had a blast. I'm out.
I had a good time.
All
It's
right,
been
guys.
real, like always.
We'll see you next time.
Can't wait to do it again.
All right, go boof
All right.
something and fuck off.
Peace.